Alright everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome along back to a brand new video, and today we are going to be talking about Coventry City versus Rotherham United in today's clash in the Championship, which ended 2-2. And what a game! Let's be real now. I've been to a few games recently and they've been quite dull. Quite dull affairs, not good quality, but ultimately COV have come away with points, which has been quite exciting. But the games themselves haven't been that great. Today's game, however, was a good game, and mostly down to the fact that Coventry were the better side and they should have won. Yes, that is right, Coventry should have won today. I feel like this game was easily winnable against Rotherham, and we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net more often than Rotherham. Obviously, that's how it ended 2-2. But it was just so frustrating to watch, because at no point in that game did I think, hang on a second, Rotherham are looking good, because really they weren't, and it's annoying. Ultimately, we've come away with a point where it really should be 3. But let's take the positives from it, because yes, that is another point to add to the tally. The obvious negative from this is it should have been 3. We should have 2 more to that. We should be out of the relegation zone, all that sort of fun stuff. But no, it's very annoying because we battered them and we've somehow let 2 goals in. Now, if you look at the XG is going to tell you it was an even game and it was 2-2. No, that is not the case. The game was a joke. We should have absolutely battered them, and it's so frustrating. But let's show you the match stats and how this game unfolded. So if we move on to this screen, we can see this is how Coventry lined up. We did have Waghorn starting up top, but the problem with this fella, he got injured straight away, first 5 minutes. So that's not very good. And this obviously changed throughout the game. But let's show you the stats. Coventry possession 54% to 46. Rotherham 20 shots for Coventry. 20 shots, double the shots of Rotherham, but only 6 on target to Rotherham's 4. It's very annoying. And if I'm totally honest, today's game was almost a throwback to how we played last season, and that was really annoying. It was great going to watch because the games were exciting, we were battering teams, but ultimately we couldn't put teams away because we weren't good enough in front of goal. And it was a very similar situation today. We created so much, but we could not, for the life of us, bury it into the back of the net. And mostly that's down to Jamie Allen. Now, Jamie Allen, say what you want about him, he tries, he runs his socks off, but ultimately the guy has no quality in front of goal. Every time he gets the ball around the 18-yard box, you can just see him overthinking. You can see him, the thoughts going through his head. Oh my God, I'm too high up at the pitch. He's getting a nosebleed. The guy can't contain himself. He doesn't know what to do. Now, all right, last week he may have scored a goal, but let's be serious. He was tackled and the ball went into the net. And it's just like, come on, Jamie. He makes good runs. He does everything right until it comes to actually trying to have a shot. And the guy hasn't got a clue. Now, I like him. I think he does a bit. But ultimately, in front of goal, he should not be our attacking midfielder. Now, he's there because Callum O'Hare's injured, and this is something we need to talk about. We've got a lot of injuries out of that game. But Callum O'Hare is injured, he's not fully fit, can't start 90. That's fine. But my God, Jamie Allen, please learn to shoot. What is going on, son? Just have a dig. Just do something. Just please, Jamie. Because you make good runs, lad. And you try. But come on. Give me something. Now, today, who am I going to say is man of the match? I'm going to have either Hamer or Casey Palmer. Now, Waghorn got injured in the first 5 minutes or so. We created a really good opportunity. Waghorn's had a shot and then injured himself. I don't know what's happened, but he's gone off injured in the first 5 minutes. Casey Palmer's then come on. And I was quite surprised to see it. But really, it made sense. And I thought he was going to play as like in that 5-4-1 or that 5-2-2-1 formation. You know, we have that box in midfield sort of. I thought he was going to drop back to that. It wasn't. Casey Palmer played as a striker. And mate, the guy was unreal tonight. He was so good. So good. And I sort of think now, after watching that performance from Casey Palmer, Martin Waghorn, if he's not injured for a long time, Jesus, like his place is up for grabs. Do you know what I mean? I was saying it a couple of weeks ago about Godden. Get Waghorn in for Godden. I'm now thinking, sod that, get Casey Palmer in. Play him as a striker. The man, his link-up play today. Oh my God. Just, it was perfection. The amount of times the ball was played into him and he'll just give a little flick off for Gyökeres to run onto, or Hamer or O'Hare. Just Jamie Allen running in as well. I was thinking, mate, the chances this guy's creating, unbelievable. He was so good today. And also, he loves a tackle. He loves running about. I'm still not convinced he can run for 90, but coming towards the end of the game, he did look knackered, bless him. But he puts in a shift, and I really, really like him. I really like watching him play. And something else I did notice today, it looked like Gustavo Hamer and Casey Palmer were on the same mind. They just like that. It's like they had the same brain. You know, like when you play football at five-a-side or Sunday League or whatever, and you've got a mate and you both know what's going to happen. Gustavo Hamer, Casey Palmer. That is what happened today, and it was amazing. Playing through the lines, giving that ball to Casey Palmer, laying it off to someone else, or laying it back off to Hamer. It was beautiful. A thing of beauty, and I want to see more of that. I want to see Casey Palmer up there again. Play him as the striker, the one that creates. Mate, he's got it. I'm not sure about his shooting. He had a go, but I'm not sure about it. Whatever, I don't care. Create. That's what I want to see. And Gyökeres can feed off that. If we've got a creator for Gyökeres, or two creators when Callum O'Hare comes back, mate, teams in this league are going to be fearing us. They're going to be. And it's going to be absolute scenes. It's going to be chaos around the CBS arena. Also, we should say about Hamer, the guy's carrying us on our back a bit, isn't he? Like, he's doing all right, and he flipping out. He's showing his quality. These last two games against Stoke and today against Rotherham, he has looked immense. And I wouldn't say we're a one-man team, but we're close to it with him on the pitch. The guy is phenomenal. And again, if he's not going to be a liability, he is easily the best player we've got. Easily. And then it's probably Callum O'Hare. But Hamer today, so good. And if I had to give a man of a match, it would be either Hamer or Casey Palmer. But I'm going to go Hamer, because the guy's just, mate, his cross ball diagonals they turn me on a bit. I can't lie, it's ridiculous. It's filth. The guy's filth. And it was so good to see him score today. Now, there were two players that looked like scoring. One was Jamie Allen, because he was getting in such great positions. The other was Gustavo Hamer, because the guy is just quality. He's so good in front of goal. And obviously, Hamer did get his goal. Was it well taken? Not too sure. I was on the other end of the pitch, and it looked like, from where I was sat, he's smashed it across goal and it's gone in. And I saw the replay, it's come off the post and gone in. I was like, did he mean that? I don't know if it was a miss kick or what. I don't care. The ball went in the back of the net. But yeah, he played really, really well today. Now let's talk about the negatives, right? Because we had a few positives there. Let's not get carried away. We have had 2 injuries in there. Martin Waghorn went off injured in the first 5 minutes. That could be a big problem. If he's gone for a long time, we're now down to Gyökeres, Casey Palmer apparently, and Tavares. It's not good, is it? Also, another big one that could be really bad, to be fair. I don't know like how bad the injury is, but looking forward, Dabo got injured. Had to go off. That's not good, is it? Like, we're threadbare. Really, really threadbare. And then Josh Eccles came on for Dabo. And do you know what? I don't think he did too bad. He wasn't awful. I don't like seeing him at right back, but he wasn't the worst. And I think Dabo today had a real tough time going up against Cohen Bramall. Mate, that geezer for Rotherham, I was going to say Stoke, for Rotherham was unbelievable today. He is lightning quick. We always think Dabo's rapid. Mate, he looked like he was a slug today. It was ridiculous. Cohen Bramall had him on toast every single time he got the ball. And I could see the fear in Josh Eccles' eyes all the way from block 30. Every time Cohen Bramall picked up the ball... Sorry about that. Unprofessional. Every time he picked up the ball, Josh Eccles was like, oh my God, a rabbit in the headlights. But fortunately, Cohen Bramall got injured and then he had to go off. Hopefully it's not a bad injury because he looked quality. I know he's like an ex-Arsenal player. He looked so good today. And he actually scored their first goal, which good counter-attack is what I will say. I think it was a bad ball from Casey Palmer, like a bit of a hospital pass, admittedly in their half, but counter-attack, Cohen Bramall, it's a good finish in the end. It's a bit annoying. Now, I keep saying Stoke. Rotherham's chances were few and far between, but they did create some good ones, and ultimately they put them away. They were clinical in front of goal. It was very annoying to see. That first one, like I say, was a counter-attack and a good finish from Cohen Bramall. The second one was, I believe, the fella, I can't remember his name fully, but it's like Washington or something. It was a great ball played through. I feel like the defence at that moment in time could have done better. I think it was Todd Kane out on the left, which was weird. And it might have been Panzo. They didn't talk. The ball just gets slipped through. Washington has a shot. It's initially saved. I think he tried to chip Ben Wilson. He then gets a rebound, and it's a quite easy finish for him. Unfortunately, a bit annoying. And at that point, I was thinking, how are we 2-1 down? What's going on here? We have battered these. What is happening? And that's where their XGs come from, you know. They've had like 2 or 3 great opportunities there. And I felt like it was really unjustified, and we should have won. 2-1 down, I'm still thinking, there's no way we're losing this game. How are we losing this? And as it comes later on in the game, this is a thing of beauty. Hamer plays the ball into Palmer. Palmer slips through Callum O'Hare. He gets nobbled. It's a penalty. And I'm thinking, yeah, Hamer's going to step up and just smash the roof off this net. No, Gyökeres. And I'm like, oh, no, please, let's not. I don't want this kid to have it. And I was panicking, thinking, nah, he's going to miss. And thankfully, he didn't. And 2-2. Will I take a draw? Considering the circumstances and going behind twice, yes, okay, we'll take the draw, we'll take the point. A reflection of the game, I feel like we should have won. Just straight up should have won. I don't care how much by. We had loads of shots, we created a lot, and we just should have won. But ultimately, just not clinical in front of goal again. And that's a throwback to last season. Ultimately, we played well, but we're not finishing. And it's annoying to watch in a way, but attacking football tonight was really good, and I'm quite pleased. But yeah, ultimately, we should have won. Rotherham came to do a job, and they nearly succeeded. Thankfully, they didn't, because I'm not about that anti-football. But it's whatever. We move on now to the next game, which is Saturday. I can't remember who it's against, but it's another home game, and hopefully a bigger turnout. I think there was 20,000 there tonight, which is really good, but maybe more than that on Saturday, and hopefully it's another win, or at least more points on the board going forward. We're going to have to see about these injuries. It could be a nightmare. I don't know. Hopefully it's not. Casey Palmer up front, no. I want to see more of that. Oh my God. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like. If you're new around here, subscribe for more waffle on the Cookie 6 football channel. And I'll see you again down the CBS.